Hello there, Taurus. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Taurus for February of 2020. I can't believe it. We're here. We made it to 2020. For all of you that are new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck like an overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I'm an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. It makes all of us Taurus named Frankie. Yeah, for the time of the reading, look at your moon and rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I don't believe the cards will go week by week. I think they're going to blend in and out throughout the month like a overall theme for the month. Now, I have a message for us, and the message is really nice. It's like everything is right. Like everything is set up for our best. As long as we leave, it's like everything's in our favor this month. As long as we leave everything come in its natural way, right? Not to force things that are ending or force things that are beginning. Just if we step into that flow, although the cycles will be suitable, faster, and way more productive for us. We have good words, they're forgiveness. Maybe for those of us that have endings, and we have creativity and expectancy. For those of us that have new beginnings, we have kindness and transformation. And these are interesting cards. We have one card that seems as if it could be maybe a little blip, but I don't think really, not if we stay with that flow, because it feels like this is our month or a good month for us, however that means, because our first card here is the Three of Cups, and that comes right after the Two of Cups, which is like basically the two coming together card. So Three of Cups is something brought to some kind of completion with victory and success over it. Like the Two of Cups is an act of love, right? So, maybe we had the Two of Cups and we decided that we got together and we're having a baby, a creative venture that produces something that's sellable, and we have creativity down here in our words, and it's a time of celebration is what the card means, because these are the three girls going out and partying it up and having a good time. I've also heard it be called the like three sisters or three friends getting together. That may mean some of us. That means we're experiencing success and we're experiencing plenty, which is a nice energy. Look at all the little wreaths around their head and the new growth that's up in there behind them with all the new leaves and things, and celebration and feelings that may have been murky, you know, get clearer. We get a real clarity of sight with this card. Also, we're understanding how we react emotionally, our emotional patterns in our life, and in a positive manner that produces growth, and it means we're on our way now to really good, great things, which is an exciting energy, and I like that for us. And I think I feel like, maybe we're drawing some new people into our life, new relationships and friendships and things like that also to go along with it. Things that are transformative to us, and maybe letting go this month of things in a natural way, in the way that it's best for us to let go of them so that they're not there hanging over our head like the sword of Damocles, because if we do it with that natural cycle, or like that flow of stepping into grace energy, it gets less combative and more sides better for it, it more comes onto our side. That didn't come out of my mouth, right? But it comes up and onto our side in an easier flow. So that's more beneficial for us in that manner, because now we got another cup energy, which is, and we have other energies in here, but there's a lot of emotional energy. Cup energy is emotional right off the bat, you know. So next we have the Seven of Cards, and that's when we have all this creative, like our word down here, creative energy coming through to us with a creative potential, with the energy to make it happen, you know. Lot of options now. There are all kinds of options, and our problem with this card is choosing the right one. So it's about fantasy. It's a card about imagination, using our imagination um, appropriately. Uh, what's that say too? Building castles in the air, like dreaming up all the things that we want for the future, looking at all the new possibilities in our life, that there's so many, it's tough to make some kind of a easy choice, you know. Um, so when I think of this card, it's the kid in the candy store that has 1 cent, you know, and I know that's not possible, let alone probable. I would think a gumball machine would be a quarter now, but I have a quarter. I'm in the candy store, and everything in there, you know, one bite of candy is going to cost me that quarter. And there's 40 million brands, and I don't know which one to get. It's that type of energy. So what we do with this is we decide, you know, what what it is that we want to manifest into our reality. So we pick one or two things out of all these, because our it's like a new path forward, something ending, something beginning at the same time in a natural flow. Do I want to be a different me? Do I want, you know, there's a castle up there. Do I want a new house? Do I need a makeover? Do I want abundance with this cup that's full of fruit and, you know, plenty, all that kind of stuff? Do I want to transform my life with the snake down there at the bottom? Do I want to celebrate my life? We have the word transformation down here, you know, and expectancy, the new coming in. Do I want everything to transform? It's that kind of energy. So when we get it, we are to sit down, right? And not be the kid in the candy store energy. We're to pick one or two things. And one or two things that are truly, truly valuable to us or truly important to us. And then we focus our energy, our minds on those one or two things that are really, really, really important to us, and we don't let anything else come into play. So it's an energetics of sitting with my creativity, filling up all these 7 cups, right? I'm going to fill them all up with all the potentials. And then I sit down and I think, what is the highest potential future forward that I choose for my own self? You know, do I want to look different? Do I want to act different? Do I want to transform spiritually? Do I, did I have a relationship end, right? And now I'm looking towards a new beginning or a new relationship. Do I want a better, bigger house? Am I going to focus on that? Or just a different place to live? Or a new job, you know? It's all those kind of energies that take focus and expectancy. So don't pick a whole pile of them. It can't be all 7 at once. Like our original message, that is not natural flow. That's not grace, you know. I guess we could if we wanted to. We Tauruses can manifest pretty good, but still it calls for focus. So no scatterbrained thinking is what they're saying to me. It's better if we focus and we don't scatter our energy. So if we got 7 things, it's here, it's there, it's everywhere, and we're not thinking clearly. And I think this month I want to think clearly. I really want to think clearly, you know. If I need facts, I gather the facts. Maybe it'll show me something different that I was missing before. I believe I was listening to astrology, and I believe there's a Mercury retrograde this month. There's time to go back, revisit, look at everything, you know, um, revisit, change things up, do whatever it is that we think's appropriate and right for us, because our next energy here is the Six of Pentacles, and that's actually excellent energy for us. This is a excellent energy. It means past financial problems are um, are solved. They're like pretty much over. We have or will have that word plenty to spare, plenty to share. Maybe some of us are up for promotions at work, or maybe, you know, an ending brought us some kind of monies or things. That means we can afford to give, like a charitable act for somebody else, and being in a balanced position of income and outgo. Um, and when you're in that kind of position, sometimes we can use our funds or our monies to help others, you know. So it's a time of good coming uh, to us and going out from us, right? And these cards can work in both ways because these are general readings. So maybe someone's giving something to us, you know, then we want to be open to receive and receive it graciously and, you know, kindly. Maybe it's a time when taking something, you know, receiving something is going to be beneficial for us. So, because it means we're in like a position to take some kind of action if we wanted to, like to contribute to somebody else financially, make a donation, you know, things like that. It Pentacles, you all Pentacles except the 5, that can be a little tough, and the 2 can if you're juggling money, but they most of the Pentacles are when we're experiencing like abundance, prosperity, personal gratification in our lives, you know, that just feeling good about the flow, about our monies, about things like that, you know, um, kind of being happy for our own selves. And but it also tells me, for those we Tauruses are very big givers. Do not give more than I can afford. Now, I don't know why, but the card is one of balance. And for those of us that give more than we can afford and find ourselves short, and maybe it's not good. Maybe it's not the time to be doing that. Maybe we spend too many bucks on Christmas, you know, and somebody says, hey, you know, Mom, Dad, I need something else. It'd be like, I don't think so, not this month, you know. But that balance with this card, where I am not overextending. If I have more than enough, then I give more, because I feel like we're in a um, good flow month, as long as we allow it to unfold in that natural manner. Because next is a 7 of Pentacles, so it's still good money thing. It's reaping, you know, what we have sown and realizing legitimate gain from it. Gain that we've earned through our own hard work. And a lot of times we don't recognize that. We Tauruses, we give everybody else, you know, like, oh no, you must have done it because of the generosity of our nature. But it's harvesting the crops, that we've nurtured, and nurtured all the way through bad weather, all that kind of stuff, and just getting what we now deserve. Um, we put the time in, we paid our dues, and now we gain. And in business or in whatever enterprise that we're on. So not only that, but we feel good from a job well done. So it's a pat on the back that we don't give ourselves a lot of time. Um, Growth, good fortune is ours, and it's very well earned with this card. Very well earned. And I think we Tauruses, once we're in that state, with our generosity, a lot of times we have to fight to get where we are in the world. And now it's our time, and I think we should take it, take it, because take it, they said. Just take it, receive it. We always close down. It's like, oh no, I'll give it to you. Even if we don't have it, oh no, I'll give it to you. The reason I'm saying it that way is because of this next energy, and that's the Five of Wands energy. Sometimes they call this just a fake battle, but it's about competition in the economy. Maybe I'm vying for a position at work, like the mad scramble for money, power, with all that greed and corruption crap that comes with it. A lot of times it's just a fake battle, It's a card about struggle in the marketplace. So it means new factors moving into a situation that are demanding that we have to change and adapt and grow. But remember about that following, allowing it to unfold naturally, because it can mean new competition, just moved into the neighborhood and we got to put forth a lot more effort to keep what we've gained, like in terms of financial gain and material goods, like what we've worked so hard for, and to get into this position of the Six of Pentacles. So, you know, um, I I think with this card and this reading and the celebration, because sometimes this card could be loss, but a lot of times it means we're going on to greater heights in the acquisition of wealth, because these rods, wands, whatever you want to call them, are usually business finance card. So I'm thinking, based that everything here is good, that we're going forward, right? And with that transformation energy, expectancy energy, it's like let go of what needs to go and follow that flow. And I won't, and this will be beneficial. It's a beneficial energy coming towards me, and that feels like comfortable and comforting versus fighting in a wrong manner. And those original message, it goes right back to that, like getting into that state where I make sure, like if in that Mercury retrograde, I might find out facts I didn't know before, things like that. Maybe for some of us, we're going to have to look over financial documents or things. Maybe we have money sitting in the wrong place. Whatever it is, they're saying we, if we follow that natural flow, right? If we follow the natural flow energy and pay attention to the way we're going to be guided on what it is with the Seven of Cup energy that we're to focus on this month, we will have cause to celebrate. So pay attention to guidance, and expect the best and focus just on the few things, that I really need to create in my life, and pay attention to the guidance. Our card is listen from the angels. Pay attention. I'm not kidding. That natural cycle is the best way because it doesn't cause like this type of that can be disruptive. I don't think it is for us. I think if we were in a competition, we're going to win out, because maybe we'll, during that Mercury behind thing or retrograde, whatever I'm supposed to call it, we would have found out facts that contributed to more knowledge and gave us, like a little bit of an edge. It says, quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in the quiet, receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you, love, to you, listen. That's an interesting message, and it's a truthful one with the rest of these cards, and especially with this little dynamic coming into play too. It says you receive this card because the angels wish to get their messages through to you. They ask that you talk less and listen more. When we're stressed, we tend to chatter out of nervousness. Give your worries to the angels and trust that they have heard your prayers. If it seems like they're not answering, it's probably because you're not listening to their answers, or you're scattering the focus, okay? Or scattering the focus. So retreat to a quiet place with the intention of listening to your angels. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and listen. It says avoid noisy environments. You've been hearing your angels correctly. Turn off the television or radio. Your hearing's becoming more sensitive because you've been tuning in to the angels. Or clear out your ear chakras by visualizing light clearing the area above each eyebrow. And I always think, and blow your nose. That'll clear it. There you go. Well, Taurus, that's our reading for this month. And I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me or just go neb about me, or if you need to set an appointment with me, all the information to do that is in the About section below the screen over at the website. There's 2 short videos over at the website. One explains a prayer class I put out there for you. The other one explains the sutras. The prayer class explains how to format prayers, why you do them that way, all that. It's 2.5 hours long, and the sutras are simple thought forms you put into a meditation. Takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. And who doesn't? Don't we all need that right now in this day and age? Well, thank you. This is our reading, and I want to tell everybody, all of you I've met from, I was just thinking, I get for the first time, I just went into another year. So to all of you I've met through 4 whole years now of doing YouTube videos, and everybody I've met through 32 years of doing this work. Can't believe it, for February's the month. I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, a pleasure, and a joy to be able to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.